Greetings. What's up, you guys? Today I'm gonna be reading John chapter 16 from 1 to 12. But before I get started, I wanted to read a little bit of John chapter 15 from 1 to 4. Okay, let's go. I am the true vine, and my Father is the husbandman. So God is saying through Jesus, He is the true vine, and the Father God is the husbandman. Every branch in Him that beareth not fruit, He taketh away. So any branch that doesn't bear fruit, God take it away. Fruit don't necessarily have to be kids, it could be whatever you bear, like whatever seeds you plant inside of your mind or your heart, or whatever is in your nature, whatever success you grasp. It doesn't necessarily have to be children, but it could mean many things. So every branch in Him, in God, that beareth not fruit, He taketh away. Every branch that beareth fruit, He purgeth it, that it may bring forth more fruit. So God always, if He see you're a branch that bringeth forth good fruits, He'll prune you so you could bring way more fruits. Verse 3, now ye are clean through the word which I have spoken unto you. Verse 4, abide in me, and I in you, as a branch cannot bear fruit of itself except it abide in the vine. No more can ye except ye abide in Him, God. So we could do nothing of our own. Everything we do, we need God, including just to live the very borrowed life that we have. Because we need it. Without God, nobody would survive, whether they realize it or not. Because God is the very air we breathe. He's the very blood that flows in our... That's what gives us DNA, right? Certain things, everybody have different DNA, down to your fingerprints. Everybody, you could be related, you could be twins, you still have a different DNA. Okay, I'm gonna read verse 16 now. Chapter 16 from 1 to 12. So that was very powerful. That's just a video by itself, but I am hungry for the word, so I'll read a little bit more. Hopefully you guys are hungry too. Spiritual hunger, So these things have I spoken unto you. Okay. These things have I spoken unto you, that ye should not be offended. They shall put you out of the synagogues. Yea, the times cometh, and that whatsoever killeth you will think that it's doing God's service. And these things will they do unto you, because they have not known the Father nor me. So God is saying people is gonna... It's like nowadays good is evil and evil is good. So people that's doing evil are thinking that they're doing God's service, but they're not. They're doing their own fleshly service. Anybody, like any evil, unclean spirit could possess them to do certain things, and it may assume to others that they're doing good, but in reality it's all vanity. So verse 4, but these things have I told you, that when the time shall come, ye may remember that I told you of them. So that's Jesus talking to the disciple them and warning them about the things to come. And these things I said not unto you at the beginning, because I was with you. So God was with them, but through him I get ready for ascend back to the Father in heaven. He's warning them of certain things to come, because he's not with them anymore to really keep them more on their toes. It's more comfort when you have the Most High next to you. Now it's still the same. God is with you regardless, but it hits different when you could talk to him. He's here in flesh, like one of us. So God is getting ready to depart from them to ascend back into the heavens, back to the Father. So he's giving them tips that'll keep them thriving. Verse 5, let's go. But now I go my way to him that sent me, and none of you ask me, whither goest thou? Verse 6, but because for those of you that are just now catching on, I'm reading John chapter 16 from 1 to 12, and I'm at verse 6 now. So let's go. But because I have said these things unto you, sorrow has filled your heart. Nevertheless, I tell you the truth. It is expedite for you that I go away. So God is saying, nevertheless, I told you the truth. It is expedited for you that I go away. For if I go not away, the Comforter. So he's saying if he does not go away, the Comforter will not come unto us, the people. But if he depart, he will send unto us the Comforter. So let me read that again so I don't confuse you guys. You can read it for yourself too. John chapter 16 from 1 to 12. So verse 7. Nevertheless, I tell you the truth. It is expedite for you that I go away. For if I go not away, the Comforter will not send unto you. But if I depart, I will send unto you. And when he come, he will reprove the world of sin, and of righteousness, and of judgment. Of sin, because, so God is breaking down of sin and of righteousness and of judgment. Okay. Because verse 8, he said, and when he come, he will reprove the world. He will judge the world of sin and of righteousness and of judgment. So of sin, because they believe not on him. So let me read that again. Of sin, because they believe not on me, which is God. Of righteousness, because I go to my Father, and ye see me no more. So he's telling the people of righteousness because he's about to ascend back to the heavens, back to the Father, and they will see him no more in flesh. But he'll still be with us in spirit. So verse 11, of judgment, because the prince of this world is judged. So the prince of the air is gonna get judged of this world by God. So verse 12, the last verse that I'm reading, this go all the way to 33, but I'm just reading to 12. So verse 12, I have yet many things to say unto you, but ye cannot bear them now. So God have a lot of things to say to us, but we can't bear it. Which meaning like it's too much for us right now. So he just feed us it little by little so we understand it. Because if he just give us everything at once, we won't remember everything. So as time go by, we get little bit, and it's easier to comprehend and also remember. So what God is saying is that, it was an honor to have him with us in flesh. Because think about it, God had to take on his own form in flesh and leave the glory on the throne. Because if he had came down with the glory, all of us, we're not pure enough or righteous enough to stand before God. Because like God said, and like the good book say, no man have seen God and live. So God he had to like leave his power above and come down as one of us, more intimate with him, and to really see God with our eyes without having to die. Because God is a holy God and he's sinless, and he's the only one that's sinless. So God is so amazing. To God be all the glory and the power and the honor, because it is he who extended goodness and mercy unto each and every one of us. So hopefully this word was a blessing to you guys. I'm going to keep it nice and short. Be sure to read it yourself. I read a little bit of John chapter 15 from 1 to 4, and also John chapter 16 from 1 to 12. So I'll post up the chapters on the screen so you guys can see it. Hopefully this word was a blessing to like, share it, subscribe it, comment down below, let me know what you think, and God bless you. Love you guys, and be safe and well. Peace. I'll see you in the next video.